Hey, I'm Jonah from The Honest Gadget. And if you've ever worked in a quiet office or tried to sneak in a late-night gaming session without waking up the whole house, you know how surprisingly loud a mouse click can be. And while you could wrap your mouse in a sock or start using something like a laptop trackpad, there's a much better option out there: a truly silent mouse. Now, no mouse is completely silent, but some come impressively close, cutting click noise by up to 90% compared to your average mouse. After reviewing dozens of silent mice models, we've narrowed it down to our top 7 picks. Some are underrated sleepers, while others are well-known winners, and every single one is worth your attention. These picks cover a range of needs, from budget-friendly champs to ergonomic powerhouses, and even whisper-quiet options for serious gamers. We've also included real sound tests for each one, so you can hear exactly how quiet they are. As always, we've linked the latest prices down in the description below. When you start your journey looking for a silent mouse, one brand shows up again and again: Logitech. They've mastered the art of creating practical, high-performance mice for just about any use case, but they really shine in the work environment. So it's no surprise they lead the pack when it comes to silent mice, where quiet performance is a must in shared spaces like offices. Enter the Logitech MX Master 3S. It's not only one of the quietest mice you can get, it's also widely considered the best ergonomic mouse, period. This mouse cuts noise by a staggering 90% compared to standard mice. The left and right clicks are whisper quiet, side buttons are muted, and the electromagnetic scroll wheel is very quiet, especially when set to free spinning mode. The only relatively loud sound is from the scroll mode switch, and even that's barely noticeable unless you're constantly toggling it. Beyond its near-silent performance, the MX Master 3S is a masterclass in ergonomics. Its sculpted shape fits the natural curve of your hand, keeping your wrist in a relaxed, neutral position, even through long hours of work. The thumb rest is in just the right spot, the buttons are easy to reach without stretching, and the overall feel is so comfortable you won't realize how good it is until you try something else. You also get an 8000 dpi sensor that tracks on virtually any surface, even glass, while 7 programmable buttons, gesture controls, and multi-device pairing make it ideal for multitaskers. Battery life lasts up to 70 days, with a 1-minute USB-C charge giving 3 hours of use. While it's not the absolute quietest mouse available, the MX Master 3S hits a sweet spot, combining near-silent clicks, top-tier comfort, and productivity features that make it one of the best silent mice you can buy. Now here's the thing, many silent mice we found were surprisingly affordable, because for a lot of people, all they really want is silence. No extra bells and whistles, just a quiet, comfortable mouse that gets the job done. We found plenty of mice that fit that bill, but 3 budget models stood out. Starting off, our first budget pick is the HP 280 Silent. The clicks on this mouse are so muted you'll barely hear them, offering a noticeable drop in noise compared to standard mice. The HP 280 Silent has got a smooth, ergonomic curve and a rubberized thumb rest that makes it feel natural in your hand. It minimizes wrist and hand fatigue, even over longer sessions. The only real downside is that it's a bit on the smaller side. If you've got bigger hands, your fingers might hang off the front a bit, but adjusting your grip usually solves that. On the tech front, it's got HP's Blue optical technology, so you can use it on almost any surface. No mousepad required. It connects via a 2.4 GHz USB dongle and uses a 1200 dpi sensor that's more than responsive enough for office work, web browsing, and casual editing. Plus, the battery life is outstanding, up to 18 months from a single AA battery, meaning once you set it up, you can basically forget about it. Now, the HP 280 Silent isn't flashy. There's no RGB, no software customization, and it's not rechargeable. But if what you care about is a quiet, comfortable, no-nonsense mouse that handles daily productivity with ease, this one's a solid win for the price. Before we get to our second budget pick, it's worth taking a quick detour into how silent mice actually stay so quiet, and what that means for how they feel to use. Instead of the usual mechanical switches, most silent mice use dampened mechanisms, or rubber domes that absorb the sharp click sound. Higher-end options go even further with redesigned internals and electromagnetic scroll wheels that hush not only clicks, but the scrolling too. The drawback to this is you lose that crisp, tactile snap you expect from a regular mouse. What you get instead is a softer, sometimes even mushy, click. For some users, especially gamers or folks who rely on quick, responsive feedback, that can be a deal-breaker. But for most people looking to reduce noise, it's a small trade-off. And honestly, it's something you'll probably stop noticing after a day or two. Now back to our budget picks. If there's one mouse that could truly claim the title of the world's quietest, it's probably the Logitech M330 Silent Plus. When a product has silent in the name, and then adds a plus, you know it was built with noise reduction in mind, and it absolutely delivers. The left and right clicks are impressively muffled, with barely any audible sound. Even the scroll wheel is whisper quiet, which is rare at this price point. Comfort-wise, the M330 holds its own. It features a small but ergonomic contoured design that fits naturally in the hand, helping to minimize wrist and hand strain during casual work sessions. However, it is on the smaller side, so it might not be the best fit if you have larger hands. Connectivity is simple and reliable. It uses a 2.4 GHz USB nano receiver and delivers up to 18 months of battery life on a single AA, helped by a smart auto-sleep function that conserves power when you're not using it. Just note that it doesn't offer Bluetooth connectivity and isn't compatible with newer Logibolt or older unifying receivers, so hang on to that included nano receiver. Still, for a mouse that's designed to be heard less and felt more, the Logitech M330 Silent Plus nails its mission. It's incredibly quiet, easy to set up, lightweight, and power efficient. If you want a mouse that practically disappears in terms of sound, but still gets the job done, this might just be the quietest one out there today. Our last budget pick is the Logitech Pebble Mouse 2 M350S. Now this one was a tough call. The team went back and forth between two contenders for the best silent Pebble-style mouse, the Logitech Pebble Mouse 2 and the Lenovo 600. We even had a full review written up for the Lenovo, but in the end, we scrapped it. Why? Because while both share that iconic Pebble-style design, low profile, minimalist, with soft curves and an ambidextrous build, the Pebble 2 simply offers more features and polish for the same price. Logitech, known for thoughtful and user-friendly designs, has refined the Pebble 2 into an even better balance of style, silence, and portability. It offers silent click switches that feel lighter and even more muted than the Lenovo's, while maintaining a satisfying tactile response. Similar to the Lenovo 600, the Pebble 2 supports Bluetooth, but with additional support for Logitech's Bolt receiver for a more secure wireless connection. It also pairs with up to 3 devices compared to Lenovo's 2. DPI is adjustable up to 4000, giving it a sharper edge for high-resolution displays or occasional creative work. It runs on a single AA battery with a life expectancy of up to 24 months, doubling Lenovo's estimate. Look, both mice are excellent. If you pick up the Lenovo, we wouldn't blame you. But the Logitech Pebble 2 simply offers more value and earns our pick as the best silent Pebble-style mouse you can get. So we've looked at 3 solid budget-friendly silent mice, all around the same price point. But which one's right for you? The HP 280 Silent stands out as a quintessential budget pick. It's quiet, ergonomic, and dependable with superb 18-month battery life, though it lacks Bluetooth and only connects via a 2.4 GHz receiver. The Logitech M330 Silent Plus is the quietest of the bunch, Its deeply muted clicks and compact ergonomic design make it a great choice if you want something truly hushed. But like the HP, it's also limited to dongle-only connectivity. Then there's the Logitech Pebble mouse too, which brings the most flexibility. It's nearly as quiet, but adds Bluetooth, bolt support, a higher DPI ceiling, and the ability to pair with up to 3 devices. Plus, it's ambidextrous. If you like the slim, minimalist Pebble design, it's easily the most versatile pick. But if that shape isn't your thing, it's probably best to skip it. Remember how we mentioned earlier that we found some hidden gems? Well, the MOJO Pro Performance Silent Gaming Mouse might just be one of them. Now, MOJO isn't a big-name brand like Logitech, HP, or Razer, but they've done something the big players often overlook. They've built a silent, wired gaming mouse that's actually designed with gamers in mind. All 9 buttons, including the side buttons, scroll wheel, and even the DPI switches, are tuned to be whisper quiet. Even if you're spamming abilities or switching weapons mid-match, this mouse stays impressively discreet. It practically vanishes into ambient room noise. Ergonomically, the MOJO Pro holds up really well. It's got a relaxed, natural grip that feels stable even in larger hands. Under the hood, it's powered by the PMW3389 optical sensor, delivering up to 12,800 DPI and ultra-precise tracking. You can cycle through DPI profiles on the fly with built-in color indicators right in the scroll wheel, so you'll always know exactly what setting you're on. It connects via a USB-A cable, giving you a stable, lag-free experience, something serious gamers will appreciate. Plus, it has onboard memory, so once your settings are dialed in, there's no need to keep the software running. And while the companion software isn't exactly fancy, it gets the job done. As far as the niche market of silent gaming mice goes, the MOJO Pro delivers where others don't even compete. And now we have yet another entry from Logitech, in the form of the Logitech Lift. This one targets a niche within a niche, folks who want a mouse that's both silent and vertical. Unlike traditional ergonomic mice like the MX Master 3S, which still require some wrist pronation, the Lift rotates your hand into a full handshake position. That means significantly less forearm twisting and wrist pressure, which can offer real relief for anyone dealing with carpal tunnel, RSI, or general wrist fatigue during long work sessions. On the sound side, the Lift keeps things quiet. It features silent main clicks, a muted scroll wheel, and a design that's surprisingly lightweight for a vertical mouse. The Lift connects via Bluetooth or Logitech's Logi Bolt receiver and runs on a single AA battery that can deliver up to 2 years of battery life. You can customize it using the Logi Options Plus app, with support for multi-device pairing, button remapping, and adjustable DPI settings from 400 to 4000. That said, the Lift definitely isn't for everyone. Because it leans so heavily into ergonomics, it sacrifices a bit in other areas. That's just the trade-off with vertical mice. You won't want to be using this for any serious gaming. Its taller, bulkier shape isn't suited for fast, precise movements or rapid multi-button inputs. Compared to a traditional or gaming mouse, it's going to feel noticeably slower. Still, for those of you who want a vertical mouse that is also silent, choosing the Logitech Lift is a no-brainer. Rounding out our list is what might just be one of the best-kept secrets in the silent mouse world: the Razer Pro Click Mini. It may not be Razer's typical gaming mouse, but it should be considered by anyone who needs a silent, durable, and incredibly versatile productivity mouse that can also double as a gaming mouse. Co-designed with Human Scale, a global leader in office ergonomics, the Pro Click is built for all-day comfort. It cradles your hand in a natural, relaxed position that helps reduce wrist fatigue over long sessions. It'll feel great for most users, though folks with very large hands might find it a bit snug. Visually, it ditches the usual gamer aesthetic. Instead, you get a clean white and gray design with subtle chrome accents. It looks premium and is office-friendly. And it's not just for looks. The finish actually resists fingerprints, so it keeps that fresh out of the box appearance even after months of use. When it comes to performance, this mouse nails the essentials, and then some. The main clicks are soft and quiet, but still deliver a satisfying feel. The scroll wheel is smooth, with just the right amount of tactility, and you can toggle between notched and free spin scrolling using the manual switch underneath. That switch, along with the side buttons, is a bit louder, but since the two main clicks and scroll wheel are what you'll use most, the overall experience is still very quiet. The ProClick Mini connects via Bluetooth or 2.4 GHz wireless, and there's a physical toggle on the bottom to switch between them. There's even dongle storage built in, which is very convenient for travel. You can expect up to 4 weeks of battery life on a charge. The only knock here is that it still uses micro USB instead of USB-C, which feels a bit outdated at this price. Inside you get Razer's Synapse software, full DPI customization up to 12,000, and support for multiple user profiles. While it's not designed for pro-level gaming, it handles competitive titles shockingly well with zero noticeable lag. If you want a silent mouse that looks great in the office, excels at productivity, and can still hold up in a few rounds of gaming, the Razer ProClick is a quiet overachiever and a fantastic all-around option. So what's the best silent mouse? Honestly, it depends on what you need. Whether you're after all-day comfort, a solid budget option, or a quiet gaming beast, there's something out there for you. We've dropped links to every model we mentioned down below, so you can check out the latest prices. If you found this video helpful, give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing to The Honest Gadget. Thanks for watching.